When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Finds a little space. And he breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Hawkeyes will move the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide out in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding, right?
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Offense getting set for first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. He'll try to pop the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting towards the beach.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
he's going to pass on second down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Smarty. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're setting up the screen, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He'll pull it on the read. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try the right side. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On second down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. What a snag by the defense. Picks it off and runs it back before stepping out of bounds and setting up his offense as we begin the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Touch pass on the run. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Firing deep. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot of...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Wants to fire on second down. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And here comes the offense on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trying to pick up a first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And they got him for the sack.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with it for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Direct snap. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Marshall pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, thundering herd football. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28th. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Looking for the score. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Movement here from the tight end. Powers forward. Touchdown, Sparty. And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 42. Iowa, 9.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Makes the catch at the 35. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Gets it out fast. And he'll be smacked to the ground. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Spartans! And the stomping has commenced. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
51. 9.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. On a little time, lets it go. He makes the grab. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
First down for the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.